Welcome everyone to WPEureka.com. This is Jason. In this lesson, I'm going to be taking you through the process of setting up a database for the utilization of a WordPress website. So let's get to it. Now you'll see that I use as a hosting provider one-on-one.com. So I'm going to log in now, and just to give you a little basic background about the website I'm currently going to set up this database for. Pinkenergy.org is a domain I've had for quite a long time. My daughter recently acquired the skill of creating bracelets with these rubber bands. She asked me, Dad, can I set up a website to sell my rubber bands? I said, sure, why not? So I'm going to be utilizing this domain to show you how to create a database for WordPress, and this is very simple. So let's get to it, and I'll start by logging into my one-on-one account. Now, once we are logged in, we are going to look for the MySQL administration box. Now, MySQL is the database that WordPress currently utilizes for its backend. So let's go ahead and click MySQL administration. And what we're going to do is essentially create a new database. There are 4 specific items you will need to get started with the WordPress system in reference to a database, and that's going to be the database name, the username, the host name, and password. Now, as you can see, I've already created the database for pinkenergy.org, but I'm going to click new database and just give you the idea of how it is to create a new database. It's very simple. All you're doing is adding the description and your password. And I want to stress that there's never a strong enough password, because hackers are only interested in hacking your system, and that's what they do all day. So have a good password, uppercase, lowercase, symbols, numbers, and nothing that references your pets, your life, your name, your birth date, nothing like that. So let's go ahead and click new database just to see what it looks like. It's very basic, very simple. One-on-one does all the work for you. All you're doing is really providing the password. You don't even have to use a description, but I like to put description just because it gives me the idea of what I have this database for. So I'm just going to put testing for now. I don't really need a database right now, so I'll put my password. And what's nice, it gives you the security check. So it tells you I have no uppercase and lowercase mixtures, and I don't have any special characters, but as soon as I do, it gives me another strength. So get it all the way up. I mean, it's in your best interest to have a very secure password. I'm going to cancel because I don't need this password. I don't need this database, excuse me, so I'm going to cancel. But when you hit setup, it's basically going to do its work in the back end, and within 5 minutes you'll have a database. And it basically will populate the next information that I'm going to present to you. And all I have to do to access that information is to click edit. And once you're at this step, I want you to click edit as well. Now, what it's going to display is your database name, username, host name, and it won't show you the password, but you've already created this. So now at this part, I'm going to need you to open the wp-config file. Now, the place that you would access this file is within the WordPress folder, and that you should have downloaded at wordpress.org. So let's go ahead and open that file. I'm just going to click this way, open, and I know I have it in downloads, and I have it in a folder called WordPress, and you can see I have a bunch of garbage here. I'm one of those hoarders, so I'll go ahead and look for wp config sample. Now, I just want you to know, even though it says sample, when you upload it, it should not say sample, it should say something else. So let's move this to the side so you can see the current credentials of the database versus what I have currently. This may seem daunting at first. It may seem like, oh, I don't have the skills to do this. But honestly, this is as simple as copying, pasting, hitting save, and uploading it with your FTP software. Now, as you can see, there's 4 locations that you're going to copy and paste, and it's these 4 I'm going to highlight for you. And just like I said, it's the database name, the database username, the database password, and the database host name. And they give you that. They give you everything except for the password. So all you are going to do is provide the password, which I wrote clearly here. Now, no, it's not the password I am actually using, and the database name. And that's pretty much it. Now, what you're going to do is save this, and you'll be uploading it via your FTP site. And I'm going to open up FileZilla, who I currently use to upload and download and edit my files within my websites. So here we have 2 sides of it, and on the right side is the actual site that I'm using for pinkenergy.com. I'm sorry, pinkenergy.org, and on the left is my actual computer, and you can see I have all the WordPress files here. And this may look like mumbo jumbo again, and there's no need to get nervous. You're simply looking for the WP config file that you've recently edited and saved. Now you're going to right click it and click upload. And it's going to ask you, do you want to replace this? I'm going to hit yes, I do. I want to overwrite it. And you're not done yet. You need to go scroll down and look for that file, because it will not work if you have sample.php at the end of it. You need to right click it and rename this. And the renaming is quite simple. So from sample to the G, and you're done. Now you have your WP config.php file. That's the correct format that you must have this file named as. And you edited and added your database information, and you uploaded it to the website. Now you're set to start setting up the actual website. So I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Once again, this was WPEureka.com. See you in the next video.